Hey, what's up, everybody? Steve Breach coming to you. This is a video that's going to be sort of a response to two guys out there. My good pal, Billy Paz, who's at a new account that I honestly forgot what the name of it is. But Billy Paz is the man. He ain't hard to find if you're looking for him. And also CJ Punk, who is at a new account that I don't remember what his is either. Quit changing your accounts. Just leave it with one and that's it. You're done. But anyways. They were talking, and they pretty much had a discussion video, and then they made their own single videos, and whatever happened from there. But basically, they're guessing that this Rock and Cena thing is not just going to go down one time. That they're thinking this is going to be some sort of a trilogy. And everybody knows that from the minute this thing was announced, I hated it. It's not that I didn't think that this was going to make money. I just knew from the beginning that it was going to be a big clusterfuck to book a match a year ahead of time. They've done year-long angles in the WWE before, back in the WWF. The main one that is my favorite was the breakup of the Mega Powers. That angle is just basically about 2 years long. The grouping together of Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, their friendship, which turns into the heel turn of the Macho Man over the jealousy of Elizabeth. One of the greatest storylines of all time that they've ever done. Great. But they never just came out and said that they're going to have the match. You had storyline progression that got you to there. I know that The Rock isn't going to show up for Raws. I mean, there was a 6 to 7 month gap. We didn't see his ass this year. Even after he told us that he was going to be there. And yeah, we didn't. None of us really thought that you were going to show up every week, show up on Raw and SmackDown and be, a normal superstar again. Everybody knows you were going to go off and make G.I. Joe and all this other crap and some movies that I don't want to see. I want to see you in the wrestling ring, and I understand that you make a lot more money out there, and that makes sense. There's a lot of people out there that want to go see the Tooth Fairy and Tooth Fairy 2 and all of that, but you take your main guy in the company, John Cena. Yes, this is a match that will elevate him. It is debatably the biggest match of his career. I don't even say it's debatably. This is the biggest match of his career. He's had big matches out there at WrestleMania, but nothing come close to The Rock. This is the WrestleMania where the Attitude Era finally gives back to this PG era and passes the torch. I don't give a damn about who you want to root for. That's what's going to happen. Write it down. Take a picture. That's it. That's what it's going to be. The Hogan pass it to Rock. Now Rock's going to pass it to Cena. It doesn't take the smartest man in the world to figure this out. But what they had to do with John Cena this year for the Royal Rumble and for Elimination Chamber was horrible. The embrace the hate crap with Kane and Zack Ryder, it's only going to get worse next year, and it's only going to get worse the year after that. If you have him booked in this sort of a match where we know it's going to happen so long ahead of time, there's no use in putting Cena in the Rumble, and there's no use in putting him in the Elimination Chamber. You're taking him out of two of the biggest pay-per-views of the year, minus John Cena, and it makes no sense at all. Now, I understand that, they need to have something, and The Rock says he's going to fight, but there's other guys on the roster. And plus, like I've said a million times, there's a lot of money out there for an Undertaker versus Cena match. And if this guy's breathing, if you can get him to walk to the ring for one more match, I don't care if we don't see Taker all year long again. I want to see that match. That is the one match that I want to see in the WWE more than anything. I don't care if you have to wheel Undertaker down there in a wheelchair. Just that is a match that has to go down. And I don't even care what happens from there. I think Taker is going to lose this year. And if he loses, that's it. He's done. Get him out of there. But if he can win and he can survive this against Triple H in the Hell in the Cell, we need to see him one more time against John Cena because like they're saying with Triple H and Undertaker, they are the last of their dying breed with Shawn Michaels. Michaels is done and his career is over, but I mean, those guys aren't around anymore. Now it's these PG guys that come from, they didn't work the territories and all that. They came up through developmental. They're all cookie cuttered and stamped, and they all look the damn same. You need to see those two guys go at it because that is the last real WWF guy against the new real WWF guy. Undertaker never left. He was there from the day he started to the day he ended. Yeah, he had, Mean Mark Calloway and WCW crap, so he's not really an original guy, but he didn't do shit there. Vince put the Undertaker gimmick on him, and that's when he took off. And it's the same thing with Cena. Cena got there and didn't do crap. And he was at the point where he was going to get rid of there, and he got his lucky ass on that SmackDown where he rapped like Vanilla Ice, and it took off, and it was gangbusters from there. But that's what needs to happen. You need to make you need to make that Undertaker versus Cena match. Yeah, Rock's gonna be there, and there's other shit that the Rock can do. Rock can fight the Miz, or the Rock can fight anybody else on the roster. There's other guys out there for this to happen. People are dreaming about some Stone Cold versus Rock match that's gonna happen. If that happened, I'd be the first guy to jump up and down and say I love it. But why would Stone Cold take that bet? It doesn't make sense. He's beat him 3 times. Rock's beat him once. To even this out, they're gonna have to wrestle for 4 more years to make this the best of 7 series. It's got to go 3 more years just for Rock to even it out. It doesn't make sense. So I don't know. There you go. Trilogy. I hope not.